And also, you know, you're in a situation where reward system is, especially when people see you. But let's speak to what you said when those paper cuts, because you know it's pretty much like that. It's paper cuts, and you're thinking, you know, you're fine until maybe you get the 999 one sort of thing. And he's like, hold up, man. Yeah, my vision's kind of blurry. I'm losing quite a lot of blood over the years. You know what I mean? Like, they get to you. And even that in itself is, for you to see that, you know what, this is taking something away from me, is an ability, is actually initiation of vulnerability. To understand that, you know what, I'm not the same because I'm bleeding and I need to, you know, fix these things that are leaking me, sort of thing. So I think it's such an underestimated thing for an artist to be vulnerable. But there's two types of vulnerability, I would say. You know, there's individual, like just being vulnerable with yourself. I think that's the first way, the first one. I think that's the most important though, because you don't necessarily have to be vulnerable with somebody for them to see what's going on with you. Because you know, your body is a reflection of your mental, sort of thing. After a while, it shows. But I think, as they say, you can't change anything until you decide to do it yourself. So you might help somebody to a degree, or unless they're willing to help themselves, it's a done deal. There's nothing you can do. So I think the ability to be vulnerable with yourself is paramount for an artist.
Yeah, I mean, it's got, like, it's kind of the idea of where's the value start for our art. Like, I just think of it as, you know, the step in our process that actually it goes to the world is way down the line. But the first steps are all about connecting with something true inside of us, you know, and it is being very vulnerable because, first of all, the ideas of the world have to go away and you have to say what you got to say. You can't do it in fear. But then you're going to face this idea, like you're talking about, going out into the world and being vulnerable there. And I do think they're real different things. Like the vulnerability with myself is I just want to open wide up. You know, I don't want to hide anything from myself. But when I get in front of the world, there's again that reality that there's parts of ourselves we have to protect, and that we have to, so that we can continue, because it's not a pretty place sometimes, you know. It's and so when I go into the world, there is a vulnerability there through my work that I've created. And my vulnerability is that I'm going to display this before you. And I'm going to do it with all that I have right now. You know, I'm sure you've seen performances where people have literally just poured themselves out for who? For strangers. This is my vulnerability. I've created this work. In it itself, it is my vulnerability. And what I will give you is I will pour myself out, my energy and my heart for you, strangers. And here you go. And that, again, is another work of art.
And you know what it is? There's something very honorable about that as well. And it's like, you know what, even if it's just the mere standard of things, just because I'm just going to do it, why not, you know? Because this is what it takes, and this is the bill, and I'm willing to pay it, sort of thing. Man,
absolutely,
that's powerful.